28 deadly punishment mentioned in Garuda Puran which are likely to be held after death. Tamisaram. Heavy flogging. Crime. People who try to take the possession over others' property, wealth, money, land, houses, jewelry. Exercising unacceptable acts such as robbing, surcharging with interest, etc. would be punished with this punishment by god of death, Yamraj retainers, and cast them into the Narka, hell, known as Tamisaram. Punishment. Souls which have been confined to the Tamisaram Narka, hell, would be thrashed until the victim gets bleed and fainted and end of their time period in the hell. Andha Tamtrasam flogging. Soulmates, husbands and wives who cheat their partner in the relationships are punished with this Andha Tamtrasam penalty. Perhaps most of the people during this modern times may get punished with this penalty, as very often we go through a story of divorce and many other unethical practices of relationship who treat their partners well when there is a need of them for profits and pleasure. Penalty. Most of penalties under the Andha Tamtrasam are similar to that of Tamisaram, while it involves agonizing threshes by tying up victims fast with the ropes and making them fall down unconscious circulation and abyss. Rauravam. Torments of snakes. Crime. Enjoying others' property or resources with through possessions. Punishment. Torture with the serpent thrown into the hell of Rauravam, where the people they have cheated assume the shape of Ruru, a dreadful serpent, torment them severely until their time is up. Mahararuravam. Death by snakes. Crime. Destroying others' property. Denial of legitimate heirs. Inheritance and possession of others' property. Brutally destroying others' property and family for the sake of acquisition. Punishment. Squeezing and non-stop biting of sinners by snakes with extreme and violent energy and coiling around them. Kumbhipakam. Cooked by oil. Crime. Killing animals for pleasure. Penalty. Throwing accused souls huge boiling vessels. Kalasutram. Hot as hell. Crime. Disrespecting, torturing and putting elders and parents in starvation. Penalty. Sinners are made to run around in unbearable heat and drop down exhausted from time to time and are made to undergo similar treatment as they did to their elders. Asitapatram. Sharp flogging. Crime. Abandon, giving up one's own duty, abetting God and violate dharma practices. Penalty. Flogged with whips made of asipatra, sharp-edged sword, shaped leaves. Stabbed with knives until sinners drop unconscious. Tortured by evil spirits, resulting fear and repeating the similar process. Sukramukham. Crushed and tormented. Crime. Disregarding duties and persecute their subjects by misrule. Punishing innocent people and accomplice unlawful activities. Penalty. Sinners are crushed to pulp by heavy beating, grinded under the sharp teeth of an animal and repeated until their time is up. Andhakupam. Attack of the animals. Crime. Discouraging and not helping needy despite having the resources. Oppressing good people, torturing lives and inhuman activities. Penalty. Biting by wild animals, run over by wild animals, pushed into a well of beasts like lions, tigers, eagles and venomous creatures like snakes and scorpions. Sinners had to endure the constant attack of these creatures until the expiry of the period of their punishment. Taptamurti or Agni Kundam. Burnt alive. Crime. Stealing, snatching others' property by force, steal gold and jewels, care cast into the furnace of this Narka, and gaining undue advantage and unlawfully making best out of everything in the world. Penalty. Sinners are roasted in inverted positions with hands and legs tied over fire. Krimi Bhojanam. Food for worms. Crime. Dishonoring guests, using people for self-needs and gains, eating and benefiting from others' work. Penalty. Sinners are subjected to worms, insects and serpents, which would eat their souls and bodies until the punishment period ends with the continuous process. Insects are left intruding the body. Salmali. Embracing hot images. Crime. Committing adultery, men and women, unchaste relationships with kamukas. Penalty. Hot solid figures of gadhas, maces, clubs made of iron are heated red hot and thrust on genital space. Yama's servants flog the victim behind. Vajrakantakshali or Vajrakantaka. Embracing sharp images. Crime. Unnatural intercourse with animals, humans and matching people for sexual contacts. Penalty: embrace physical hugging of fire spitting idols full of sharp diamond needles which would be pierced through their bodies. Vetrani, river of filth. Crime: abusing with their powers and adulteress misusing the official and ruler's stature to attain undue advantage, and acting against dharma. Penalty: submerging victims and souls in a river filled with human excreta, blood, hair, bones, nails, flesh, and all kinds of dirty substances, where various kinds of terrible beasts who attack and mold by these creatures from all sides. Added to this, sinners have to spend the term of their punishment feeding upon the contents of this river. Kuyodakam, well of hell. Crime: men having intercourse and cheating women with no intentions of marrying. Treating women cruelly like animals during sexual intercourse. Penalty: thrown in polluted well with excreta, urine, blood, phlegm, biting by poisonous insects and animals, and remain until their time is up. Pranarodham, piece by piece. Crime: torture and kill animals for food. Penalty: limbs and life organs of sinners slashed by the Yama Kinkars, servants of Lord Yama, with arrows. Vishasanam, bashing from clubs. Crime: rich people torturing poor and boasting the wealth and splendor without helping the needy. Penalty: non-stop bashing from heavy clubs from Yama servants until their punishment term ends. Lalabhaksham, river of semen. Crime: lust man wife torturing their soulmate partner. Unchaste intercourse, forcing wife husband to swallow genital liquid. Semen by discharge. Penalty: aqueous souls thrown in river of semen, feeding upon semen alone until his period of punishment. Saramayasanam, torment from dogs. Crime: unsocial acts of poisoning food, mass slaughter, running the country, gutting houses, torturing lives, involving in massacre. Penalty: sinners casted in hell with thousands of dogs, attacking and tearing their flesh with teeth until their term ends, torture by wild animals. Avicii, turn into dust. Crime: claiming false witness, false swearing, and false evidence. Penalty: sinners submerged and tortured in live bodies, hurled from a great height and are utterly smashed into dust as they reach the ground. Ayapanam, drinking of burning substances. Crime: drinking alcohol, other intoxicating drinks. Penalty: women made to drink liquid form of melted iron, men made to drink hot liquid molten lava. Rakshobhajakasmi, revenge attacks. Crime: brutally killing animals, human sacrifices, eating flesh, meat after sacrificing. Penalty: killed animals during the lifetime are allowed to attack, beat, maw sinners whose cries and complaints would. Sulaprotam, trident torture. Crime: causing harm and deceiving others by treachery, killing innocent people, masterminding people, committing suicide, and betraying a person's trust. Penalty: bird's peck, shilla impaled on a trident, are used to torture, made to suffer with intense hunger and thirst, as well as enduring all the tortures inflicted on them. Kashtakar Daman, hanged upside down. Crime: insulting good people and involving in bad activities, defaming elders and living with selfish motives, bragging. Penalty: life organs are tortured, hanging sinners upside down and tortured by the evil unknown spirits in many ways. Dandasukam, eaten alive. Crime: persecuting others like animals. Penalty: eaten alive by beasts.